Hey guys, Marshall from Going Gear SHOT Show 2017 in Las Vegas. Here with my buddy Andrew from Surefire. How's it going, man?
It's going well. How are you?
The beard just gets better and better.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. So we're going to take a look at new Surefire products.
Yes,
What do you have there for us first?
Yeah, so brand new for this year is the Masterfire holster system. Essentially what this is, to describe it real quick, and I can show you it there, it's a holster system that indexes off of the weapon light. So we have a series of weapon lights that are specific to the holster series. They have indexing points at the front and the rear.
These are all new weapon lights.
Yes, they are. They're new and they're proprietary to this system. The cool part about it is, because it indexes off the weapon light, you can put any firearm in there. You know what I mean? So if you have like an M&P, a Glock, a SIG, and a bunch of other guns, you just need the light and the holster, and you can put any gun in it. Also, it's not size restrictive, so I have a really gigantic Han Solo gun that's a Geisley 6-second mount on a Glock 17. The compensator, it's huge. It doesn't fit any holsters. Now you can have a retention holster, for all your oddball guns. Additionally, you can have a suppressed firearm in here. Another cool aspect about this, and I'll show the retention mechanism real quick. It's a thumb brake. So as you can see, as I hit the button, I rock forward and then I come out. So yeah, basically, it's a pretty intuitive draw stroke. It's a little different than most out there, but it's easy to train on. I've already gotten pretty accustomed to it on the range, and it's definitely pretty quick. Another cool aspect is if I hit this switch right here, when I draw, the light will get turned on. So the light and laser or the light will get turned on when you draw. That's cool for maybe canine police officers or LE that carry shields where you have only one hand to deal with. Now when you draw or deploy your firearm, the light and the light or laser will turn on automatically and turn off when you reholster. It's not an electronic deal. It's basically a mechanical tab that's now stuck out, and it flicks on the switch to constant on, and when you reholster it, it goes off. Pretty simple.
Probably a lot more reliable than an electronic version too.
Exactly, yeah. It's simple enough to be very, very reliable. And again, it's just another cool option. Could have some law enforcement applications, could have some consumer applications in that you can now have one holster and a light in your range bag, and you can just go grab any gun out of the safe and go to the range. So
what's this switch on the bottom for?
It's a lockout, so when you lock it out, the button will not release the gun. MSRP, I should mention, is $165 for the holster. The lights vary. As far as the light options go, we have a holster light it's basically an X300. We have an X400 version that has a laser, green and red, and then we also have a entry-level product that's essentially a polymer light with a max vision reflector. I can actually grab it over here real quick. So you can see it right here. Polymer molded light, max vision reflector, 400 lumens, and it's constant on only. This light was created to be an entry-level product to make the holster system more accessible. It's got a $150 MSRP, so quite a cut from the standard X300 and X400 system.
Half of what they normally are.
Exactly. We wanted to make the an entry-level product so that you can try out the holster system, and it's a little bit more easy to get into that new system.
1 or 2 CR123s on that?
This is 1, so definitely a little bit more low profile as far as the width is concerned.
The body can handle the heat of the 400 lumens?
Yeah, it's got an aluminum insert in the bezel, so for heat dissipation, and yeah, it handles it just fine. All right, so moving on over here, kind of turn around. We have the XC2, brand new for the show. So the XC1 we've shown before, it's been very popular for concealed carry. Obviously, it was a very narrow light and not very long. It didn't go past the end of a Glock 19 or the width of a Glock 19. XC2 has taken it a little bit further. Now it has a laser, and you can see it in the top middle right there. It's higher than it's above the light or the reflector, which is a good thing because you want it as close to the bore for as little offset as possible. It's a red laser, still 200 lumens on the white light. Activation is still the same way, so it's pushing down on either side for momentary activation. I can show you there. And then constant on is still a similar shotgun style safety or push button on the side. So that's the XC2, real excited to launch that. Obviously with the laser, there's a couple advantages. Non-standard shooting positions, so for concealed carry purposes, if you're really close to somebody and you might not be able to get a full extension to get a sight picture, you can shoot from non-standard shooting positions using the laser to aim. So cool new option for concealed carry holders. Moving on, we have the IntelliBeam Scout Light. This is the same IntelliBeam technology that you've seen before, and it's incorporated into the Scout Light. It has a sensor in the bezel, auto adjusts based on the amount of light reflecting back in between 100 and 600 lumens. And the idea, again, is just so if you're in a smaller room or maybe there's white walls and you don't need the full 600 lumen output, it'll dial down to preserve your eyes. And then for maybe the outdoors or a long hallway, it'll dial all the way up to the full 600 lumens. It's not just on and off. It'll go between all the output settings in between as well. So we have a plethora, I would say I have a plethora, of scout lights right here. A bunch of different options. So previously with the Scout Light series, you would buy a base model Scout Light, and then you would buy an accessory like dual switch, or this particular SRDIT pressure switch, or a vampire head, and you'd buy all these accessories separately. Now we have different SKUs for the complete package that you might want. So if you want a 6-volt vampire Scout Light with an RM45 offset mount, you can get that from the factory now. So there's a bunch of new Scout Light options that kind of saves you a little bit of money, because now you're not buying a mount that you're going to take off and replace with another one. You're not buying a tail cap that you're going to take off and replace with another one.
So how many configurations are we talking about here?
I think there's 12 new SKUs coming. So quite a bit, and there might be some more after that. So, but I think it's going to be making things easier for the end user, and it kind of raises awareness for all the accessories that we do have, because not everyone always knows about the different pressure switch options or the different mount options. We're introducing some new mounts from ADM, if I could find one right here. It's a throw lever mount that they're making for us. So low profile, quick detach, throw lever mount. So another mount option that probably people weren't aware of, and we've had this for a little bit. Also the RM45 offset mount. So now you have a couple different options for mounting it, for switching, and you can buy it as a complete package.
And same features and technology and everything on the lights themselves?
Yeah, output hasn't been changed. Everything stayed the same in that regard. It's simply the the ease of access to having a complete package in the configuration that you want. And that rounds up the new weapon lights for SHOT Show 2017 here at the Surefire booth. Thanks for stopping by.
Awesome. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.